I have bought my dream car. This is a 1997 Mazda MX-5, or Miata, or Unos Roadster, whatever you want to call it. Iconic 80s sports car. And this one is mine. This car's small, really small. I'm like, I don't know, 5'10", and well, it's nearly half the size of me. And it's even better when I'm sat in it. I probably look like I'm quite close to the roof. I'm actually not, and to be honest, I can't even see over the bonnet. But we won't talk about that. It's rear-wheel drive, none of those front shenanigans, which means wrong way round a corner and my arse will be out. This is the 1.6 litre model. There is also a 1.8, and this one's got 90 horses under my arse right now. I don't know how they fit that many in there. Old joke. I'll shut up now. I bought this car for £2,500. For the decent bodywork, factory hardtop and perfect soft top, this was a good price. The guy that sold it to me was very honest about the issues going on inside the engine, and I've always wanted to make a YouTube series working on my own car, so I felt as if this buy was the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. I'm into my cars, I love driving cars, however I am not a qualified mechanic. In fact, I have next to no idea what I'm actually doing at all, and you guys get to come on this journey with me as I attempt to do up my first car. The car is sawn at the moment, sat in front of my garage, and no, I haven't even passed my test yet. So while we're in this position, I'm starting off this series by introducing my car and getting to the bottom of its issues to make it fit to drive for when I pass. This car has had work done on it before I brought it. This car has had new spark plugs, new leads, a new rocket cover gasket, new coil pack, and a new fuel filter, which is all really good, but hasn't fixed the issue. At the moment, my car is running rich. The exhaust is pumping gases out into the environment that probably shouldn't be released into the environment. The engine is both hesitating and misfiring, and the idle is pretty bad. So in the first two parts of this series, I'm going to do everything I can to solve the mysteries of the issues I just explained and make this baby fit to drive. I really hope you all enjoy this series and new style of content, because I am going to be making a lot of it. And without further ado, let's get going. The car's been sat on my drive for about 5 days now, and I've had to jump it once already. I went to start it again the other day and it needed jumping again. I went into the boot to look at the battery, and the battery just like stank of rotten egg or whatever smell you can describe that as. So I just thought, I'll replace the battery. That'll be the first thing I do, because I kind of want to be able to start the car to understand what I'm supposed to do with it, you know, that might help. So the first thing I'm going to do on this car, and today, is replace the battery. Okay, so the battery for the Miata is in the boot. There is no battery in the engine. I need to take this off. I know that there's definitely a better way to do this, but I don't have the tool for it, so I'm doing it with pliers, which is definitely not the right thing to do, but you know. Oh yes, there it is. Okay. Okay, maybe I just have to... Okay. Okay. I suppose that's fine. I need to remove the negative terminal first and then the positive. Can I do the same thing again? I don't think I can. I need a torque wrench to be able to untighten that bolt and nut and that bolt and nut. Pliers won't cut it for me this time, I don't think. I managed to escape with the plier strategy before in taking the mounting bracket off here, but I don't think I can do that again. In the meantime, I got these universal car mats with purple stitching. So I'm just gonna throw these in, because why not? Just throw that back there, that's fine. How do I get these out? I don't want to rip them. I mean, this is working, so it's fine. Pliers are my favourite tool. Come on out. Yeah. No, there's another one. There we go. Pedals, I'm doing it one-handed. Just like that. There we go. That's all right, isn't it? And then, oh yeah, I don't have back seats. Oh well, this one does the same on the other. What the fuck is that? I don't know why it looks like that. That one goes down there. This is what they look like. They're all right. I like the purple stitching. It goes well. I think the stereo is purple as well, so I guess it all matches, right? So I did actually forget, there is another thing I wanted to do, and I realized this while putting the floor mats in. Can I take you under here? This bit that dangles here, I don't actually know what it is or what it does, but I fear it might be in the way of the pedals, and obviously I don't really want it to dangle because it looks stupid. So I'm gonna see if I can get it in here. These look like just normal screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver screws, and I'm hoping I can take this off and access under there. I'm not entirely sure how well that's gonna go, hence the amazing progress I've made already. Okay, that's tough. I'm holding the back because if I don't, it just kind of pushes itself in. But that works. Okay, it's clicking. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. What's up there? Can I see where that's supposed to go? Can I see it? I'm not sure if I can see. On here, there's like a kind of bracket thing here. Can you see that? It looks like something can slide on it. I don't know if that's part of the design. I don't know if it's a clip. Oh, there's one on the other side as well. Could it go? Oh my god, I'm sitting the wrong way for this. Can you see that there? There's like a thing dangling down up there. It's like a piece of metal just sticking out. It looks like... Wait. Okay, I don't want to break it. Shit. Wait, does that hold on there? Is that holding on? I don't know if that's what that's supposed to do. That's on there solid. Wait, what the flip? I didn't do any research for that. I am so proud if that's where that is actually supposed to go. Have I just worked it out like that quick? I don't believe myself. So I no longer have anything dangling down by my pedals. There's no way I fixed it that quick. Well, I suppose I'm gonna screw this back on. This weird fucking, I think that's glue, this cover that goes beneath the wheel. And that's sorted. I don't know if that's gonna come undone again, but that's got a pretty snug fit up there. So I'm gonna screw that back in and call that job done already. The real question is, how does this go back on? Just like that? Do I just hold it there and screw it in? It doesn't seem flush though. I think that's flush. Where are the screws? Can I just screw them in by hand and then tighten them? I think I can. Okay, make sure they're tight. Don't really want this falling off while driving, you know. Okay. You know what, I actually think those jobs are good and I've made it a bit scuffy, but that'll come off. Well, good stuff. Okay, so today is a new day. I got the tools I needed. I got my socket wrench, not a torque wrench. I do need a torque wrench at some point, but I've got a socket wrench and that's exactly what I needed. I've also got 2 other kinds of wrench. Thank you, Dad, appreciate it. And I managed to get the battery out, as you can see. So, I'm gonna put this in my garage safe and dispose of it properly another day. But here we have my new battery. Now, there is one problem. It doesn't actually fit. It is the right battery, it has the right CCA, and the amperage is fine, but it doesn't fit in that gap. I need to remove this bracket that holds the battery in place in the car, and then potentially make a bigger one for it. What I'm just gonna do is connect these positive and negative points up to the car, and then see if I can start it without obviously mounting the battery. But if I want to drive the car, obviously the battery's gonna have to be mounted. I don't have a lot of room at all, but it's enough. And I'm gonna connect the negative. Okay, that should be enough. I'm gonna cover the positive point back up, but it should be enough for me to have a look at the engine and get it started. So we're going to try that now. I guess the first way we'll find out if the car has power with the new battery is by pressing the Miata's favoured lights up and down button. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, well there you go. So the car does have power, but will it start is the question. So I'm a little bit worried about starting it because it will be a cold start, and obviously the engine does have problems that I have before listed, but we're gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it starts with the new battery because it was refusing to start before. So let's see if the new battery is what it took to at least get her started. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So she's running. Zoom in a bit there. The engine's not shaking as much as I thought it would. Sometimes it was quite bad before, but it doesn't seem too bad. The exhaust, let me take you round to the exhaust, the microphone. If you can hear that, that's not what the stock Miata exhaust should sound like, and it is releasing, let me show you this. Let me record on my phone. It's releasing gases onto my mum's car that probably shouldn't be released. And yeah, can you see the black kind of smoke coming out of that? It's not great, it's blasting all over the bumper. So, but she is running. Let's do a rev and see what happens. So when I rev, it should be slightly delayed, and the engine will rev down and come back up. That's the problem it's got. So let's have a look. Okay, so it missed there when I did that final rev. It comes back down and comes back up. Can you hear that? Okay, so that's what we're going to try and fix in this series. And get her running, fit to drive, and hopefully sound way better. Let me show you the idle, actually. It fluctuates just about around 100 RPM, idling. Obviously that's supposed to be still, and it's not. So, obviously we're gonna have to do something about that. When the car is running, there is an audible air kind of leaking noise or air passing noise coming from around this area. So this entire area is a part I want to look at first because I feel like it could be a problem. The car seems to have this like oil or fluid around this area, and it's always there, and it's around the dipstick for the oil, and it's also right under the coil packs which were replaced, and I'm not sure how far down that goes, obviously, so that's something I want to look at as well. That could be an issue. I'm now going to try disconnecting the MAF sensor, the mass airflow sensor. What I'm going to do, I think, is just take it out and then start the car. So quite simply, just disconnect it, and I'm now going to try and run the car with the MAF sensor disconnected and see what happens. So by doing this, the computer doesn't know about the air going into the car, and it should default to some kind of normal setting. Let's see what happens. So interestingly, there doesn't seem to be a lot of things coming out of the exhaust. What happens if I rev? Whoa. Oh, she completely conked out. The idle looks to be a lot better. Like the fluctuation that I had before doesn't seem to be as prominent now. I'm gonna reconnect the mass airflow sensor. Make sure that's on there properly and try starting again. Okay, it's now running at a lot less revs and it's fluctuating again. And there's now bad stuff coming out of the exhaust again. However, it probably will now rev, right? Yeah. Okay, so now it is revving and there's bad stuff coming out of the exhaust again. And we're fluctuating by about 100 RPM idle. So without the airflow sensor, I think it sounded a lot better. I'm gonna try it again. It's probably gonna hate me for this, but let's see. Okay, the idle is fluctuating a little bit. However, there is nothing bad coming out of the exhaust. Take a look at this. There's nothing coming out, like that kind of stuff coming out. So let me see if I can plug it back in while the car's running. I wonder if the exhaust will start spitting stuff out again. Okay, there you go. Can you see that? It's shaking a lot. That's insane. As soon as I disconnect the mass airflow sensor, it stops doing that. Hopefully you can see my exhaust there. I'm now gonna disconnect the MAF sensor while it's running. That sounds so much better, and the exhaust isn't releasing anything. Okay, so it's been a few days and I've got two things. I've got my fault code LED reader, which I'm going to put in the diagnostics port in a minute to see if I get any codes and to see if I'm right that it's the airflow meter that's the problem. And I've also got a genuine Mazda oil filter. I've also got the O-ring that I need to replace with this. Now, I'm going to put this in my car and see if it gives me any code readings. We'll see if it's the airflow meter, we'll see if I'm right, and it will tell me if anything else is wrong. So we're gonna do that now. So it did also come with the fault code sheet. I do have all of these written down on my phone already, but that's nice to have, isn't it? The jumper lead goes from ground to 10. So 10 is there. The red LED goes from B plus positive to FEN negative. So B plus is here, positive, and then FEN, which is the one all the way on the other side. Okay, there we go. Our LED blinks. If we look at the fault sheet, it says long flashes are 10s and short flashes are digits. Now, interestingly, it's only doing one long flash, right? And that's the only code. If we look at this, one long flash is 110, which means the intake air thermistor is at fault. Okay, so after Googling the code 10 intake air thermistor on airflow meter fault,
which is what my car is telling me is wrong with itself. I've verified that the intake air temperature sensor is integrated directly into the airflow meter. Thank you for the Google AI overview. Don't trust it, but I'm pretty sure it is, since every other forum and page that I've looked at where people have the same problem, they've replaced their airflow meters. Sometimes it's worked and sometimes it hasn't. I know that you can also clean the airflow meter, but honestly, I might just get a new one. I found this new one here, which is the exact same model as the one in my car. It says that it's only for 1990 to 1993, but I am certain that this is the exact same thing. It's also for the 1.6 litre engine, which my car is. With a discount, I can get it for £119, which is alright. I can get a used one for 79 quid, or I can get Royal Mail special delivery for £11,998. The used ones are like 80 quid, and obviously I'm not entirely sure if they're going to work or how long they're going to last even, so I think I'm just going to go for this and wait until it arrives, put it in the car and see if anything changes.
Okay, so it's been a long ass while since I have worked on the Miata. It's been about a week since I ordered the airflow meter, and I'm happy to say I got a cool new box in the post just now. Literally like 15 minutes ago. I came straight out here. It's windy, it might rain, but someone got a little bit too excited. So we're gonna do an unboxing. Okay. There's layers of foam. And, well, I mean, there it is. It is quite heavy. There's a bit of foam at the bottom. Oh, there's some screws as well. Let me take out the new airflow meter. Look how shiny that is. Look at the state of that. It's beautiful. And you can see the flap in there. And that's how the air is controlled and measured into the engine. It'll be a little bit annoying if it's the cable connecting to the ECU, since, as we know, when I disconnect that, the car actually runs all right. We're about to find out if a new airflow meter is what the car really needs. There we go. Okay, so that one's loose. Let me try and grab it here and then put it that way. There we go. Nice. Oh, okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to get those bottom ones. Maybe I can grab it like this and turn that way. Yeah, okay, that works. But they came undone weirdly easily. There we go, there's one, there's two, that's three, and that's four. So I've taken 4 nuts off of the end of the mass airflow sensor. There you go. Easy as pie. You know what, I'm gonna take the entire thing off. I should just be able to do it with my fingers because I didn't tighten it up properly before. There you go. I'm gonna unplug the airflow meter. That will also probably help. I'm gonna keep that down here. There we go. That's the nut. I will keep that. Does this just lift off? Oh. Okay. There you go. Can I be perfectly honest with you? This doesn't look like it's in the worst condition. I mean, it works the same as mine looks like it works, to be honest. That there is discoloured greatly. I'm not sure if you can see that. I've got a shiny new one, and we're gonna put it in. Hopefully something changes. Not promising myself anything. I'm literally just gonna scrub in here a little bit. I'm not gonna try and get any water in there. I feel like that's probably not gonna be a good idea. But I just wanna give this a good little clean while I'm here, you know? I'm probably not gonna get a chance like this for a little while. That looks a lot better. I'm happy with that. Beforehand, screw these into this part of the airflow meter and slot them in, because that's the way the old one came out, right? So I'm gonna screw these in as tight as I can. Because I'm pretty sure once these are in, they're not coming out. I'm just gonna do it as tight as I can with my fist or my hand. Okay, there we go. Slot it in there, just like that. And now I'm gonna screw these nuts into the back. Or do I wanna do that? Oh, I need to take that bracket off of the old one. Hang on a minute. I need to take this bracket off. Okay, so this bracket goes on like that. Just like that. So this, the one here, I believe goes in like this. I'm not gonna do it completely tight. I mean, obviously I can't because I'm just doing it with my hand, but I want to be able to move it inside the hole as well. And I'm now gonna slot this into here. Meanwhile, that goes on there. And that goes down there. Nice, okay. Well, now I'm gonna screw that in tight. Switching that. And I'm gonna make sure that it's held into the box completely flush as I do this. There we go. I think I need to take the extender off to do this. I need to get in here for this one. Make sure it's also flush doing this one as well. There you go. Nice. So the airflow meter, the new airflow meter should I say, is very well mounted now. I'm also going to make sure that this connector is clean. It looks very clean. Just give it a blow. Plug it into the car. So we're going to put the air intake hose back on. I really want to make sure there's no air escaping on the first try possible. That was really easy. I have installed a new airflow meter. It took me about 20 minutes. In correlation to the rest of the engine bay, I knew exactly how it was going to look. The outstanding shiny next to the, well, whatever that is, old metal is extraordinary. I'm really happy with how that looks actually. But the real question is, will it work? Will it fix the code 10 that the car has been sending for God knows how long? And will it idle better? Will it sound better? Will the exhaust sort out its issues? I am kind of scared, but it's all part of the fun. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's any better. I want to do another diagnostic test on it because, well, that will tell us if there's actually anything wrong, right? But yeah, this isn't any different, to be honest, which is quite a shame. It's been a long time since I recorded that segment, but I have done the diagnostic test on the car, and something really interesting has happened to finish off this video. Let me show you. This is our fabled light. Now count the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it stops. It waits a few seconds, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we take a look at our fault codes, have a look at what number 8 is on there, everybody. Number 8. Airflow meter. That's very interesting. So what have I done wrong? is the question. Do I put the old airflow meter back in and run another diagnostic test and see how the car goes? Do I clear the fault codes and see what it says this time? I honestly have no clue what I want to do now. I did want to take a look at the throttle body in the next part of the series, but do I even need to do that? Is the problem still lying in the airflow meter? Do I look at the airflow meter's cable? What do I do? What I'm going to do for the end of this video is give you guys a full overhead shot and run of the car in the state that it's in with the replaced airflow meter and other things that I've done to the car. I'm going to put my microphone in the engine bay, I'm going to start the car, I'm going to give it a few revs, let it run, and anybody that thinks they can help me, the comments are open to you all below this video. Please, if you have any suggestions, your comments are welcome below. Okay, my microphone is on the radiator. I'm going to start the car, and for the next minute or so, I'm going to remain completely silent. So hopefully you all got a good taste there of this car's final running state. If anybody has any suggestions, any mechanics out there, anybody who owns a Miata themselves, any suggestions will be welcome in the comments below. And well, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. This series is only going to get crazier from here. And I really hope you guys enjoy what I've got in store for this car and the videos that are coming up. If you are one of those people that enjoyed, please consider subscribing. That would really help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.